Okay, welcome back everybody. Now I previously did a quick unboxing video of the XFX AMD Raedeon HD 6990, but the quality wasn't as good as I wanted. So I'm not going to unbox the card again, obviously, because it's already been unboxed. But I do want to make a more polished video. I was kind of busy at that time, and as most of you have guessed, I do my videos on the fly because I have a repair shop and a custom computer build shop. So, you know, I just don't review things. I review things that customers order and what they want in the real world. So, just to show you, the box is huge compared to regular packaging. So it's a big box, and they package it. It came packaged like this with a thick styrofoam lid and a very big, you know, styrofoam, I would just say basket or container for it, and it came packaged like this with in a stack bag, of course. But this is the XFX version of the AMD Raedeon HD 6990. This is a pretty long card, and it's a heavy card. I feel metal construction everywhere in this card. I think the only piece of plastic is on the side here, but it's got that red and black theme that's associated with the 6000 series cards. You have 1, 2, 8-pin power connectors, so you got to make sure you have a minimum of I believe they recommend a minimum of a 750 watt power supply for this. The reason why they say that, too, can you zoom in on this switch? There's a switch here, and I believe it is a power switch. Right now it's in the low power setting, and you flick it to the right, and then it goes to, like, I wouldn't say overclock mode, I would say it goes to full power mode. And then you have to make sure you have a good power supply then. The back of the card is got this aluminum heatsink on top, and you really need it because this card heats up quite a bit. These two little spacers up top are rubber spacers, and what it's used for is when the card's in crossfire. So if anybody's done crossfire or SLI, you know that the cards are very close together, and you actually want spacing between them. So what this card does is, and I don't have anything as long as the 6990. This is the 68A-70, and I can just show you what the purpose of that is for. Is this? You see, if you were to sit here, the two spacers create a gap where the fan underneath could suck in cold air. So that's the purpose of the rubber spacers right there. But the card is basically a reference card. You have the AMD stamping on the PCI Express connector, and you have a big single fan in the middle. And what it does is just intakes cold air and just floats it right through the massive tube. You can't really see it, but the massive heat sinks in here. The heatsink comes in contact with the GPU and the memory, both GPUs. So both GPUs and the total of 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory is cooled. And but to let you know ahead of time, folks, it does get noisy, and you need a beefy system to keep up with this. And that's what we have built, or building so far. Just to show you what else comes with it, comes with a Crossfire bridge, and this is important. This is actually a mini display to DVI active dongle. This is an active adapter, meaning that it has its own power supply. So you don't need an external power supply for this. This enables you to do 3 Infinity screens. So they do give you another mini DVI to mini DisplayPort 2 DVI. However, there's no labeling on this saying if it's active or not. I don't know if it's active or passive. And here also they have a mini DisplayPort 2 HDMI, and again, I don't know if this is passive or active, but I guess we will find out in the future, because we're going to be doing more videos on this build that you see right here. This is the system that the card's going to go into. I don't know how good the lighting is. Is it good?
Yep.
Okay, so why don't we lay it down? Hopefully we get a little bit better lighting. But what we have here is the Corsair H-50. We have it in the push-pull configuration with a 120mm fan in front and a 120mm fan in the back. This is intaking, this is exhausting air, keeping a constant temperature for the coolant here. The coolant is piped directly onto the heatsink of, or the CPU heatsink itself. And this is a sealed unit, so there's no maintenance required, there's no refueling required. Corsair offers a 2-year effective lifetime warranty with it. All you basically do is you connect it to the power fan and the CPU power fan, and you're good to go. It took a little bit of figuring out to make this work in the 1155 socket. The Corsair H-50 is officially listed as compatible. Just to let you all know that the H-50 is compatible. Okay, now I did an unboxing video of this before. What we have in front of us is G-Skill's 16 gigs of their DDR3 2133 megahertz RAM. So it's not really listed, but if two of you can zoom in, we can actually see DDR3 2133. So we have 16 gigs of this, and it is on a Gigabyte P67A-UD7-B3 revision board. So this is the top of the line motherboard from Gigabyte, and I can't even put that in right, from Gigabyte. And this RAM comes with its own fans because it runs pretty high in terms of memory frequency, and you just slip it right over the RAM right there. We have 2 terabytes, well, I'm sorry, 1 terabyte in the customer's old backup drive. These are Western Digital Caviar Black SATA 3 hard drives. These both have a 5-year warranty, each of them. We have a 17 850 watt V4 series power supply here, 80 plus bronze. Just enough power to power the video card and the components in the system. And the processor we have in here is the Intel Core i7 2600K, and it will be overclocked at a stable 4.4 gigahertz to really keep up with the 6990. Now, let's turn this thing over. This is a Thermaltake V9 case, and customer really liked this case because of the bays here. Okay, these are hot swappable bays, as one of the viewers have commented on. Hot swap bays, but they are hot swappable bays. You can put in a 2¼ inch laptop drive, pull it out. So it does go in, but there's no ejecting mechanism, you just have to pull it out. And works the same with a 3¼ inch, plugs it in, and then to eject you just have to wiggle it out. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to have, very convenient if you're doing diagnostics work, or if you have things that you want to really get done in it. We have a Sony Blu-ray burner, a Sony DVD burner, and we have the V12XT LCD 4-fan speed control and temperature monitoring system up top. Okay. That does not come with the case. That is a separate product that I did an unboxing of, and with a less quality camera. But a little bit about the case. We have a USB 2 header here, headphone, microphone, and USB 3.0. So, how much time have we been recording today?
I have no idea.
Not too much, I hope. Well, you know, shorten it. But if you're wondering if the 6990 will fit, yes, it does. It does, just barely. So you can see, you make room because the 6990 is a rather long card. The Thermaltake V9 will accommodate it because of this cutout indent where the 2½ inch, 1/4 inch base would be. So if moving everything aside and everything equal, and voila, you have it plugged in. It has snapped in effectively. Okay, and you would just plug in your 2 8-pin PCI Express power supply cables in, and this is not cooperating with me, but there we go. And then we have our 12 volt or 24 pin cable, which will snap in. Not much room to work in a mid-sized tower case, especially with these hefty components, but there you go. It's a tight fit. We will have to find a different cooling solution because I believe that the 6990 would need better cooling, but the customer likes the case and you build what the customer wants. But any question or comments, please post them at the bottom of the video, and thanks for watching.